So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Mikel Roby brings him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Oh, eluding the tackle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Listen. Go, go.
And they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wentz now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Samson Abukum in there to to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Here's Goff now on second down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On play action, it's Wentz rolling to his right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Sunday! Black, come on.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
12, 12.
Goff now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Wentz. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Gone. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play fake to Gurley. Now Gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, the spin. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Man 5-7. Porky, 82, Porky.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Under 10, 10. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
4 down. 26, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing on third. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
53 for Mike. 53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action, Wentz. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a play fake. Wentz rolling to his left. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
DC. Hey, 5. 12.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Louis.
Here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
76.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Whoosh. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll cut it to the right. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Goff. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Out of the gun, gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Everyone's got 4 down.
By 20.
Goff on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They run. It's Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Goff again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Eagles, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.